All right, I started working with scene management today. This is the first time I've actually ever done this. You can see here I start off with kind of this level one, and it's real simple. You just kind of make it to this next launch pad, but once you touch that launch pad to complete it, boom, now you've got level two, and level two is obviously a little bit difficult. You got to land, go under some things, and level three, you got to go between some things. So real simple changes on how this works. I also have it so that if you do fail and don't land on the launch pad, then boom, you have to retry the level. So really simple scene management. I've never done this before in Unity. So how did I do this? If you go to build profiles, you'll see here in the Unity project, I have it open here. Otherwise you can go to file and then build settings, build profiles, I think is up there. And then there's a scene list, and you can see here, if I zoom in a little bit more, maybe I have a scene list of just the scenes that I've duplicated and kind of moved some things around. And then I have a switch method that I built in the script itself that I added to the player object. And anytime the player hits either objects that are tagged with, fail, or objects that are tagged with finish, then I would do that switch method and change, whatever happens, what scene loads or reloads or the next scene. So really simple, really easy, easier than I expected it to be. One concern I do have, which maybe you can help me with, is does it like do garbage collection? Does it take the scene that I previously loaded and get rid of it? And this is something I'd love to learn as I move forward with things like interfaces, right? Loading the next interface or going back and getting rid of the interfaces that I've already passed on. So I know that, in my game dev experience, you have to make these optimized, especially if you're switching scenes and going to different interfaces or, showing different screens to people. You want to make sure that the previous ones are not taking up a bunch of memory. So let me know if you have experience there. Put it in the comments below. Maybe if you have tutorials or things that I can follow that maybe would help me on my journey as I dig into interfaces soon as well. I'd love to know that. But anyways, this is really cool to learn, and I hope it's helpful to you. So I'll see you tomorrow.